60, 70 pounds worth of fishing tackle. These are all 5 crankbaits. Everything that's not loose is a 5-pack. See-through, transparent, fades into some awesome colors on the back. Caught a damn gigantor on this thing in that tournament. Cole put 3 kilos of Colombian Bam Bam in this. I don't think I'm supposed to show you guys, so I'm just gonna flash it on the screen really quick. Guys, this is the biggest unboxing I've ever done. Look at all this freaking tackle laid out, and I wanna give it away to one of you lucky MFers. All you gotta do is some very simple steps. It's gonna take you 10 seconds of your time. 1, hit the subscribe button. Be a subscriber to my YouTube channel. 2, drop a comment down below. We're gonna go through all this. I want you to tell me your favorite bait in the entire unboxing. Number 3, all you gotta do is hit the like button. Thumbs up, boom, hit the thumbs up. That's all you gotta do. Okay, let's get into the video. What is up, MFers? Welcome back to another very exciting video. It's cold, it's the winter, and there's only one thing that makes my heart warm, and that is getting brand new fishing tackle. If you guys are like me, this is one of the best days you could possibly think of. That mailman rolls up to your house with some giant boxes, and today's is not gonna disappoint. The fine folks at 6 Cents Fishing have sent me thousands of dollars worth of tackle in these 3 boxes right here. They are loaded to the brim with tackle baits you've never seen before, new colors, new baits, and guess what? We even got some stuff, some prototype baits that I don't even think I'm supposed to show you guys, but regardless, I'm going to anyways. Oh, something else that's funny about this. This is thousands of dollars worth of tackle right here, and guess what they sent me? They got this thing right here. This is like 60, 70 pounds worth of fishing tackle right here in this box. We're gonna unbox this as well. Cole, I don't even know how we're gonna do this unboxing, because if I take them out one by one out of these boxes, this video is gonna be about 16 hours long. Should we take them all out and kind of sort them first into their bait piles, their colors and stuff? This is an overwhelming process, but it's a good overwhelming. Okay, let's do that. Let's get everything sorted out, and then we'll go through them bait by bait. They're not even gonna fit on this table right here. Let's set them on a table, on the floor. Time lapse start now. All right, before we run the time lapse of us just taking all this stuff out of here, we gotta read a nice message we got from Father Zach that works down at 6 Cents. He's a Dolphins fan. So we got Patriots suck, Cam cheated at Auburn, Tuck rule is a joke. From Tejas with love, Father Blanco. Hashtag fins up. Thanks, Father Blanco. All right, this is like the most beautiful, obscene shit I've ever seen in my entire life. It took us like a half an hour to even get these baits out and organize them. I'm glad we didn't do it on camera. I think we did this the right way. I don't even know where to start with this, so we're just gonna freaking send it. So basically, my goal was to get a bunch of baits that I have a hard time getting because we got some big shipments in. Father Zach, who's the manager down there, he hit me up. He's like, dude, we got these coming in from the factory, and you know how it goes. When they hit the 6 Cents website, they're gonna sell out. And that's true, because a lot of you guys are going over there. And by the way, if you want anything from this video, I suggest you get it really, really quickly before it sells out. So I'll put a link at the top of the description for 6 Cents below, and promo code MF10, like I know a lot of you guys are already using, will have you get them cheaper than anywhere else. So put your giant order in, promo code MF10, you'll save some money. But basically, I wanted to stock up on some stuff that I knew I needed and some brand new products before they got sold out like a lot of these guys do. So most of these guys, what you guys are seeing right here, all these boxes, every single one of them is a bulk pack. So like these are all 5 crankbaits, and all of these guys, yeah, these are all 5 crankbaits. Everything that's not loose is a 5-pack. And then these are 5 packs of jigs, and there's a 5-pack of movements right there. Wow. So I'll pull one out of each one if the color's cool, if it's something different, and we'll kind of let it run from there. I'll tell you guys exactly how I would use them though, because I know a lot of people ask me every single day, what do you use a C6 for? What's a movement for? What's a lipless bait for? When do you throw those things, and why do I need them from 6 Cents? I'm gonna tell you exactly all those things. Let's go. Let's start in the corner down here. So we got flat 75s. Looks like I got them in custom bluegill, wild shad, gillology. That's like probably my favorite gill color that's ever come out, besides of course the Milliken that I designed. Brown eye special, brown eye special, brown eye special, brown eye special. You guys know what bait and what color I'm probably gonna be throwing here in the pre-spawn? It's freaking Brown Eye Special. Let's pull that guy out first. So this is the flat 75. So this guy runs about 4 to 6 feet deep. Pre-spawn, it's an absolute freaking killer. And because I put videos out using this color right here, the Brown Eye Special, all the time in the pre-spawn, throwing this bait in 3 to 6 foot deep on riprap, banging that thing around, and it has a tighter wobble. So it's better in water that I would say is like high 30s to low 50s, mid 40s, I think is the absolute perfect time to throw this. You're gonna see me throw that specific color right there, all pre-spawn period, in stained water. It's great for water that's 2 foot visibility and dirtier. I would say nothing cleaner than that. When it gets cleaner than that, that's when you're gonna wanna switch to something that's a little bit more natural, like this Gillology guy. I gotta take this one out of the box because it's so pretty and beautiful. It's got so many different layers and colors to it, but this is Gillology. Just, I mean, you can throw it in the same situation if you want to, but a little bit more natural bait than the Brown Eye Special, which isn't always necessary, but man, I don't know if you guys can catch that. You got all different types of green and blue shimmers in there. Blue down by the tail. The bottom's got some orange on the throat. It's a special, beautiful color. This is another thing I like that makes this bait really subtle too. You guys hear that? Probably not. But just a nice faint knocking noise. This bluegill color is ridiculous. Okay, boom. Then we got 2 more different colors here. We have custom bluegill and wild shad. I'm gonna pull them out. We're just gonna kind of look at some of these colors first. We're not gonna go color by color on every single bait afterwards, but that's a sexy shad color right there. That's my favorite shad style color, I would say, that 6th Sense makes. It's nothing special. It looks awesome, obviously, but it's just a basic shad color I have a ton of confidence in. And then this one right here has always been a favorite bluegill color of mine, custom bluegill. It's just a nice natural bluegill color, but it's got more orange in it than just a regular white-based bluegill. Freaking thing gets bit. This is what I'm usually throwing though. Again, like the Gillology, when I switch from Brown Eye Special in the dirtier water, but the water is more like 2 foot to 3 to 4 foot visibility, which we have a lot of that too. Okay, next one up, I took one out of each case pack. This is the 6th Sense C6. So this is like a 6 to 7, 8 foot diver maybe. It's got a little bit tighter wiggle than a lot of the Cloud 9 divers. And so this one will dive a little bit deeper than that flat 75, but definitely not nearly as deep as the C10, which you see us throw C10s a lot. We got some of those we'll talk about as well. This is just a great bait for kind of that mid-range cranking. If you got rock piles, points, stuff like that that are in 5 to 8 feet of water, this guy's a killer. Also, for you Texas guys, this is Lavender Shad, or Lavender Citrus, by the way. It's like a purple top citrus shad color. For you Texas guys, one pattern that's really, really big, a lot of guys like to throw DT6s and 6 to 7 foot divers over the top of hydrilla. We got to get a bunch of reds. That's exactly what these colors right here are for. Boom. We got beautiful, sexy reds. We got boiled crawfish on the top, rainbow red in the middle, and crimson craw on the bottom. So this is a newer color that came out, I think just maybe 6 months ago. Big white spots, orange on the back, kind of white and blue shimmery on the bottom of it, but another bait that's gonna, tick the tops of that hydrilla, fish in muddy water on top of rock piles and stuff. Gonna be absolute killers. And then while I was in there, I've picked up 3 of my favorite colors in the Cloud 9 C10 and C15 for the C6. That is the Platinum Citrus on top, so basic citrus shad type color, a little bit more sparkle than most companies offer. Chartreuse Pro Blue in the middle, basic Chartreuse Blue on top. And then once again, Wild Shad on the bottom, another sexy shad type color. Freaking love it. I already have a million provokes, so I didn't spend a lot of time stocking up on provokes, but it's like, the deal. Coleslaw knows this. Got a couple colors of the Provoke. This is a brand new one. I am going to take this one out because it's brand new. Ghost Threadfin Shad. Haven't had it in the Provoke before, but might have a little bit of trouble seeing it in the garage and not the sunlight. But that's a see-through, transparent, again, kind of a sexy shad, Threadfin Shad type color bait. Got a yellow stripe down the sides. Throws a little bit of flash when it rolls. Gold on the tail. A lot of purple sparkle around the face and kind of a purple hue to the entire body. Green back. Freaking killer. And then had to get this one as well. It is called Wabi Sabi. I assume it's somewhat named after Casey Sobczak. This is a color mostly because you guys sell it out all the time. I had to pick it up. Another transparent bait, shad-based color, purple on the back, and then super bright chartreuse on the belly. That's a big clean water, cloudy day type bait a lot of guys like to use, or a smallmouth color. So another badass bait that has been sold out forever. It came in twice, and before I could even order it 6 cents, it got sold out. So then I had to get some 100 size square bills. We had the, we got some 50 size, we'll get to those, but this is the Crush 100X. Got it once again in Crimson Craw, which you guys already saw. That's this guy right here. Gillology, which I pulled out of the flat 75 box. Wild Shad, which you guys saw, that is this sexy shad type looking color. But then these three colors, this one, actually all three of them are brand new. This one right here is called Chartreuse Sun Gill, and that is a bad looking sumbitch. You know, we always talk about 6th Sense coming out with these badass colors, but I think my favorite thing, since I've been a part of the company, is we come out with colors that maybe you don't see that much, that are designed to catch fish, not so much the fishermen. Like, look at this bait right here. If you guys know people that
Wait, can you say that one more time? 6th Sense designs baits to catch fish and not fishermen.
You like that, Cole? A lot of you guys are probably in the know. Maybe some of you don't know this, but people have been hanging baits that are really bright, obnoxious colors from they hang them next to their window, or they hang them on their rearview mirror, and that's so the sun can make them really dull color, because a lot of times those more dull, natural colored baits get way more bites. Well, this one comes out of the package like that. That's the Chartreuse Sun Gill. As you can see, not a super bright chartreuse, not a super bright blue, and it has a perfect fade into like a nice dull white bottom. There's nothing in nature that's perfectly black, perfectly white, perfectly chartreuse. Although those colors work at times, having something that's more subtle, especially when you work back through an area, work behind another fisherman fishing that area, can be absolutely deadly. And then once again, as far as realism goes, I don't know any other companies on the market that have as many different natural, perfect bluegill colors as 6th Sense does. I'm not even bragging, it's whatever. I mean, you guys tell me, you see better bluegill colors than that aren't on a $30 JDM bait, then you can tell me, and you know something I don't. Top is 4K bluegill, bottom is Cajun bluegill. Both awesome colored baits. And the 100X, this is a little bit bigger size bait than the Crush 50X, which you see us throw a lot. Dives a hair deeper, 4 to 5 feet, but once again, you can fish around anything, docks, riprap, stumps, over grass. You can do whatever you want with that. 100 size bait's very, very popular for a reason. Okay, on to the Crush 50s that we just talked about. This is the smaller 3/8 ounce size. This is a workhorse. You've seen me win tournaments, fish shallow riprap, fish docks, everything. And we got a bunch of new colors. So we got, this is one you've probably never seen before. Sunfish Scream. I lose track of all the colors. Just a bright sunfish color. You know, that's a color. Root beer, chartreuse has been an old school color forever. That's like a more natural take. Chartreuse that fades into a brown, subtle back, gill bars on it. Looks awesome. This one right here is the Crawfish Nook. This might be the coolest, most beautiful crawfish color. I don't know if it'll catch fish. I've only used it in one other bait. That was, I have them in the curve as well, but check out the freaking detail on this bait right here. So we got kind of a subtle orange base, like an olive back to it, fades into some awesome colors on the back. The tail's got red and blue. It's ridiculous, and it's got spots all over the top of it. This thing looks so much like a crawfish in the water, it's disgusting. Once again, Chartreuse Sun Gill, which is like this guy right here. This is in brand new color too. I'll take it out. Gorge Gill. We got this in another bait that we got coming up I'm excited about. But we got all the natural bluegill colors, plus we have added sparkle. A little more sparkle on that guy. Oh God, that gets me excited. So Bluegill Magic, this is a brand new color as well. Had to take this one out. So we got a base natural bluegill olive back. Got a little bit of blue shimmer to the entire bait. Bottom has chartreuse on it, so it's got a kind of just a bright spot for those fish to hone in on. I don't even know what bluegill baits to tell you guys to get. They all look amazing. They'll all catch fish. Whatever's in stock, I would say, is what you should pick up. Okay, Cole, what do we got here? We have, oh, these are snatches. We'll get into the snatch a little bit more, but this is a new snatch color we've had, I think, for about a year now. Rayburn Ghost. Dude, I'm gonna need a freaking whiskey to get through this, Cole, so my voice is going up. Oh, there's some whiskey right over there. We'll get that in a second. There we go. So that's like a see-through. In Texas and Grass Lakes, this kind of like a royal shad type color. A lot of people call that, but this is see-through. Royal shad was generally like a white shad with a purple top, but the see-through color has been killer for a lot of guys. 5 of those, 5 Threadfin Shad. Nothing crazy about that. 5 Chrome Bacon. That's just a chrome blueback, awesome color. Pink belly too, which I like. You can't see that because there's packaging right there, but it's got a pink belly. Snatch is a little bit different than the Quake, which we're gonna get into. The Quake has a bigger, wider thumping presence. Snatch is a slower sinking bait, tighter wiggling bait, so when the water's super cold or you're not covering as much water, I like to throw the Snatch. When you need to cover miles of water or a long, expansive flat, I throw the Thud, or if you just need something that draws the fish a little bit more from a distance to cover water, I like the Thud in that situation. Once again, thanks to the fine folks, my man Don, first and foremost. What's up, Don? And the fine folks at Mystic Mountain Distillery. We're gonna drink a little bit of this, a little bit of whiskey on a Sunday here, Sunday afternoon. Outlaw Legend. Gonna mix it with some air, let it down. You bet. All right, on we go. 25X, we got them in Threadfin Shad. This is the baby guy. If you guys remember a tournament this fall, I threw this on a rock pile after Zark had been whooping my butt and picked up a couple key fish. Helped us, we got second in that one, I think. Terrible finish, but that's a great bait. Just a shallower diving, smaller, it's just a nice, subtle, tiny bait, but catches big fish too. That's boiled crawfish, got 5 of those. This was actually a bait that you couldn't really get. They were all sold out and we didn't have any plans to make any more until I told Casey, I was like, nah, I think we need to make some more. They still catch fish good. I don't care if they sell well. Custom bluegill, 5 of those guys. And then 25 MD. So this is a slightly deeper diving version. That one only dives like 2 to 3 feet. This one will dive, I'd say probably 6 or 7 feet, but another great bait. I throw on a spinning rod a lot actually. Just a fish catcher. That's all there is to it. Tighter wobble. Oh, another 25 MD. Boiled crawfish. More snatches. Gold snatches. Gold reactor snatches. Choker craw snatch. Now this is a cool color. This is a brand new color that I've never seen before, and I'm freaking jacked about it. You guys got to see this one. It's like my brown eye special color, but it's got like an old school twist to it. It's got these old school bars, which is funny. You got 6 cents to make like the most natural custom paint jobs on the market. But then you throw these on there. It's kind of like an old school speed trap or something like that with some red sparkle and gold sparkle on the bottom. It's a great color for fishing grass like you would with a trap. Ghost Hot Herring Shad. This is another brand new color. So again, it's just a nice natural shad color. You can see through it though. I like that, another natural color. We fish here in Nebraska, Cole will back me up on this. We fish a lot of water, probably for like 3 months of the year in the early ice off and then before the ice goes on, where you're basically not gonna catch anything unless you're dragging ultra slow or fishing a lipless bait. A lot of the times you can't even drag anything. You gotta throw a tight wobbling bait, like a blade bait or a lipless bait like that on the bottom. And so that's when those natural colors, those are gonna work great for that. Let's dive into some deep divers we got here. C10, 6 cents C10, so 10-foot diver, lavender citrus, which you guys have seen that before in the C6, except this is a 10-foot diver, and then we'll get this guy out. Me and Zark won a tournament on this color, caught some freaking donks on it this last year. This is Mudgill. Cole, I love this color. You know what color this is. This guy got chewed, caught a damn gigantor on this thing in that tournament. It's just got the realism of a bluegill color, but it's super, super bright. Looks like a pumpkin seed almost. I don't know if you guys watched that one, but that bait, we only had a couple hundred of them in stock. They sold out immediately after that video, but now I think we got a bunch more. So go check those out, the C10. That guy is gonna win us some money this year without question. Ooh, new color. C10, Shook Shad. What is Shook Shad? Don't know. I'll show you. Oh, I like this one. I saw it online and I was like, you bet. We got a sexy shad type color with like an olive brown back on it, fading into like a blue back. So nothing crazy about that one, but that's a really popular like Kentucky lake color, has been for a long time. Something with an olive back. That's the deal. C10 in Chartreuse Sun Gill, which again, this guy right here. I'm excited about that. That's gonna be a throw it after 16 boats have hit the rock pile already and rip a 6-pounder off of it. And then go into C15, 15-foot divers. Once again, Mudgill, that same color that I said we just won the tournament on. That was badass color. Chartreuse Sun Gill in this. I gotta see what it looks like in the big size. God, you guys gonna be freaking cranking with those. Hope you guys that fish in my area aren't watching this video because that is a nasty guy. Next up, moving into some colder water, deeper cranking. 250 MD. This is the natural bluegill color. Once again, that's a bait I throw, dives 10 to 12 foot. More natural, tighter presence in the water. Way more natural bait in the water as far as action than the Cloud9 C10 is, and the C15. Kind of hits that middle depth range too. I can hit the bottom in 12 or 13 feet on a long cast with that one. I like to throw that one. We might throw that one a little bit with Brock on Wednesday, Cole. That's the one I weight a little bit with lead wire, where you kind of get a sweep on it and then you let it sit there in their face. It's a good bait for that. All right, so these are another one that's been out of stock forever. The Quake 80 suspending. I don't know if you guys watched when I fished with Ike, but he saw these and how they worked and he about fell out of the boat because he knows the deal on these. I wanted to make sure I had them in stock because as soon as they come in, they sell out almost immediately. I think almost half the colors are sold out, or maybe more of them by now. Basically, you got a Quake 80, the same awesome colors, the same awesome action as a Quake, except this thing gets down to like 2 to 3 feet and has this nice stance on it. Thump, 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 stops dead in its track in the water. I mean, think about it. You're fishing a grass bed like you would with this bait right here. you rip it out of there, and every other lipless bait these fish have ever seen has ripped out super fast and then fallen straight down into that grass. This guy's gonna rip out and stay right in their face. And when they rip it out, of course, that's when you get the reaction strike. I'm telling you, man, this is a bad, bad dude. It's a bait. I think there used to be a couple suspending lipless crankbaits on the market a while back. They all got discontinued. This is the only one that I know of. Maybe the Sebile, I don't think the Sebile even exists anymore. Badass colors. I got every single color. This is obviously a cool color. Shad scales. We got some reds. That's Rambo red. We got some natural ones that got scales. Like this one's a see-through. This one's a golden shiner type color. Had to get some gill colors. This is a cool looking gill color. You can't see it behind the suspending sticker. That's the Bluegill, one that we haven't seen yet. Cool looking color. I think I got 3 of all these, which is gonna be good. Another red, a couple more shad colors. We got Rayburn Ghost and Shad Burst. This is a crazy off the wall color. This is Electric Reaction. That was an old school. Casey won a couple tournaments on that color right there, so he had to put it into the market. And apparently a lot of Texas guys like it too. So if you live in Texas, probably not a bad idea to pick one of those guys up. Crimson Craw, Chrome Threadfin. Nothing too crazy there. Crimson Craw's badass. They're both badass. Had to get Brown Eye Special, so we got another orange and gold reactor there on the bottom. Pre-spawn. Cole just made love to this color. Apparently this is one that he's gonna need to steal from me, but moving on, we have the Quake 70 Thud, so a little bit smaller bait. This is sinking bait. This is the Thud version. I like this color too, Cole. This is one that is kind of newer. We just haven't had it in stock much because it sells out. Probably because it works well. Clayton's Shiner is that color. And these are all the Thud. This is a one knocker style bait. The other ones, the regular Quake 80, the spinning Quake 80, the snatches all have a knocker and some BBs. This guy is just the one knocker clicking noise. I don't think I need to elaborate on that too much. If you know, you know. We have a nice natural shiner color. Obviously that could mimic a bluegill or a shad too. Gold reactor in the Thud, and then the boiled crawfish, I believe. Yep, that's boiled crawfish. On to my personal best bait. If you guys watched last year, caught one just about 9 pounds, caught a bunch of other ones. This is like the most unique bait. People are confused by it. When I pull it out of my tackle box, why does it look like this? Why does it have an L-shaped lip? That L-shaped lip brings it through the hydrilla and grass better than any other grass crank that I've ever used. Plus it makes it, instead of running with a nose down posture, like all crankbaits do, this guy will run, once it gets down to depth, it kind of scoops down with that lip, kind of funky, 4 or 5 feet down, and runs almost perfectly horizontal. So it gives them a different look like that. Knocker rattle and BB rattle. You could throw it on top of a grass mat, I think, and still pull it through the grass. This thing, I don't know how it does it, but it comes through the grass so freaking well. So that is in Rayburn Ghost. You guys might see another company that makes one of these that didn't knock it off of us, although it looks identical. Baby bluegill. This one again that I'm super psyched about. Gorge gill, the sparkly bluegill guy. This one is probably the most boring color out of all of them, but probably catch them better than the rest of them. Coontail craw. We've had it forever, but I've never freaking got this before, Cole. This is like a matte paint scheme. So add another bait from a different company that I used to use in a lipless bait that was almost exactly like that I caught them in. So
it's like black magic except orange.
It is. It is exactly. Yep. And then of course can't go wrong. Pre-spawn. If we're gonna throw this in stained water, gotta have Brown Eye Special. Got a couple shad colors. This is that new shad color. This is Ghost Hot Herring Shad. I like how it's a herring shad. It's like, that's like a bluegill shad. Come on, Casey. He's running out of shad and herring names. We got Shad Burst. So it's like a see-through, shiny, olive back. You can't go wrong with these colors, man. They're so freaking good. So we go from my current PB bait to my previous PB bait. I've caught like 3 of my 5 biggest bass ever on this bait right here. This is the Movement 80X. I'll take one out and kind of show you guys. But this bait it's such a unique bait. There's nothing on the market like it. It's got a weird shape. It only dives 2 or 3 feet. And when it comes through the water, it's super, super wide. It's super loud with that one knocker inside of it. And it's just like, it's a super buoyant, super loose, erratic bait. And there's days when you got like a front coming in where there's low pressure, there's just stuff blowing through the area, and you can catch fish on this bait, I swear, that you cannot catch shallow around grass, stumps, laydowns, brush piles, that you couldn't catch on any other bait. It's just that good. And then there's days, if it's high pressure, or they just don't want to chase them and bite, you won't get a bite on this thing. It's either all or nothing, but when it's all, it's ridiculous. This is the custom bluegill color. Can't go wrong with that, obviously. Shad scales, I believe. This is a brighter, I think this is, what is this one, Cole? Sunfish Scream. We already looked at that one right there. So we Got our bright bluegill color. We're not gonna talk about that color right there. This is my favorite color of all time in this, which is funny because I've hardly thrown it in any other bait. But my thought is with the bone reactor, even if the water's clean, I want the fish to see it, because when they see it, it's unlike any other action they've seen on any other bait that you're throwing. I've never seen anything like it, so that's why I like the bone in it. I like bone in it. Cajun gill in this one, and then that's a boiled crawfish, I believe, right? This is my guy here. I'll just break this out because I was already stocked up on all the other baits on Milliken, so I didn't order any and show you, but you guys named it. MFR Nation came up with the name. Milliken. It's my green pumpkin, subtle chartreuse, darker green pumpkin with copper on the sides, blue on the face, blue kind of towards the tail, and of course the bluegill bars. It's a special guy. So these are all jigs in these packages. I'm not gonna take every single one of them out. The majority, we got hybrid jigs and we got ball head finesse jigs. I'll take a couple out. Basically, 1/2 ounce size is what I use for almost everything, except I got 3/4 ounce when I fish probably 15 feet or more. That's what I'm throwing, the 3/4 ounce. This is a cool color though. We got Grass Mutant. This is the color that I designed, but it's like a green pumpkin with bars, got some blue in it, got some darker green in it. Just a cool color, catches fish really, really well. Also got it in Jungle Craw, Camo Craw, Green Pumpkin Blue Magic. Can't go wrong with that. It's green pumpkin with bars and sparkle. Black and Blue, Green Pumpkin Blue Crush, Jungle Craw in the 3/4 ounce, Camo Craw, and Dark Proof all in the 3/4 ounce. And then switching over here, I got my favorite colors restocked for the Finesse Jig, 7/16 ounce in the Finesse. I like that bigger size of the ball head. I'll take one of these guys out really quick. This is a cool bait that doesn't really do us justice when it's sitting inside the packaging. Cole's a big Finesse Skirt Jig guy, so this is a great ball head jig. Has a screw lock on it, so your trailer's not gonna go anywhere. You're gonna save a lot of money in trailers. Got a nice stout hook on it, so it works really well as a finesse heavier cover flipping jig. I talk about it a lot, but once again, another situation where everyone's gone through an area with a full-size jig or a full-size creature bait, flipping bait, come back through the area. It doesn't necessarily have to be clean water, and pitch that little finesse jig skirt in there. Game over. So in the finesse skirt, we got natural craw, brown jelly, river magic, magic blue craw, and of course, gotta go with some black and blue. I'm gonna need a drink, coleslaw. Don't got room for my drink on the table. That's how you know it was a successful unboxing. All right, so moving on to what we put on the floor, which is soft plastics, terminal tackle, and accessories. A lot of boring stuff here that's not as exciting as the cool colors of baits. That's probably more important than the bait colors, but we'll get to that in a second. Okay, let's start with the rod sleeves. So 6th Sense came out with some new colors of rod sleeves, and they came out with the spinning rod sleeves, and they came out with the bulk rod sleeves that I've already used that. You can put like 6 different rods in there, which is awesome for traveling. Or if you guys are bank fishermen, you can put all the rods that you brought for the day. I love this one. This is obviously a camo. If you haven't seen these yet, they're neoprene rod sleeves, so your hooks won't get stuck in them like the mesh ones. That was like the biggest pain in the ass forever, but I couldn't afford nice ones, and these are actually like the same price as most of the mesh ones in the market. They're super sick, and now I'm glad we finally have spinning rod ones, because the last guide on your spinning rod doesn't fit into these with the bigger, you know, the extended guides that are on the spinning rod. So got several of those. These guys here have been awesome for me as well. I can't ever remember if this is, yeah, this is the bait bag, not to be confused with the bait sack that we're about to look at as well, but new colors of bait bags. How many soft plastics can we get in these, Cole? What was it, 15 bags or so? Yeah, 10 to 15, I think. I think I got about 65 things of prawns in mine. It's about to freaking spontaneously combust. These are awesome. We basically, all these bags I'm about to show you, we put an upgraded zipper on all these. I've been using them, and I'm so freaking hard on my stuff the last year plus, and I have not broken a single zipper yet. So I'm super jacked about that. So that's the smaller one. This is the bigger size bait bag. New colors in these, plus I could always need more of these. You can put baits in, reels, line, bulk plastics, terminals. You can do everything. Cole put 3 kilos of Colombian Bam Bam in the camo one. You gotta camouflage, of course. Here's how this works. It's got the double zip guy on it, and it's not all blown out yet. got to make it blown out, you know. But this guy will hold like 30 packs, or it's really good for like these guys right here. Or I'll probably put the whales in them because that's bigger. It's kind of hard to get those in the smaller bags sometimes. So stuff like Kitex, you know, bigger packaging of plastics. These guys right here, we'll get into the flush in a second, but they're gonna fit nicely in those as well. So that's what this guy's great for. You can carry it by this handle. Man, I freaking love these things. And then to maybe outdo those, we have these guys, the bait bag right here, the little clear guys. These things are the freaking deal. For you guys that wanna put your soft plastics, oh, I wanna put all my prawns in here. Throw them in here. They're freaking good to go. You can see in them. If you don't think you can see in them, you write what baits are in them. They're freaking crazy. I was using Ziplocs forever, and then I bought some different companies, brands ones. They fell apart. Your Ziplocs usually hold up for about 3-4 hours, for half a day of fishing for me before they start blowing open. These sumbitch things, you can't tear a freaking hole in them. Upgraded zipper, reinforced zipper, comes in a bunch of different colors if you guys are weird and like different colors and stuff for different stuff, or if you want to color code stuff. But these things won't fall apart, they won't rot. Once again, haven't had any failures with them at all. They're the deal. Had to stock up. I got a couple more pairs of jugular pliers. I think I want one hooked in like every 2 feet along my boat because they got a nice little extendo guy right there. For those of you guys that bank fish, you want to just put on your backpack, whatever. Always good to have a lot of pliers, and these are badass. Okay, let's get into some baits coleslaw. Start with some boring ones. Terminal tackle wise, had to get some swing heads. This is one that I need to get more of these, and Zark freaking loves these. He's a swing head king, by the way. It has a screw lock on the swing head. The great thing about that is your plastic doesn't get balled up. That's one thing about a swing head that's tough. Swing head's my favorite dragon bait of all time, but the problem is when a fish eats it and goes over the swing head, as it pulls down, kind of like it does with the tube, it can ball that plastic up by pulling it off the hook shank around the hook point, and then you lose those fish a lot of times. Well, with the screw lock there, you don't have to worry about that at all. It stays up there on the screw lock, and then you set the hook, bingo. So I got some different sizes in those, different sizes in the 6 cents tungsten, a couple underspins, a bunch of hooks, and then had to stock up on my favorite color of my favorite soft bait that 6 cents makes. That is green pumpkin burst in the Pronica Lewinsky, as Zark calls it. Screw this, Cole. Let's start with some fun stuff. Let's get on. We got 3 brand new baits from 6 cents that I wanted to have a million of. We got the whale, we got the flush, and we got the hog walla. So the whale, you guys have seen me throw this a little bit. This bait's blowing my damn mind by how badass it is. And we got colors you can't get yet. There's every new color, I think, in here. I'll take some of these guys out that are badass. A couple of them are brand new. This one's Pro Blue, it's called. What? Look at that guy. Cole, look at that thing. I don't even feel like it's fair. I got Panoptics and this Pro Blue whale. It's illegal, I think. All right, so we got the whale, and this thing's basically a 4.5-inch swim bait. It's got these fins on the side. It's a nice, it's a softer plastic than the regular Divine swim baits are. Something about this bait gives it this head throb. You've probably heard a lot of guys talk about this on the Elite Series and stuff, about how some of these old baits, these super sought after baits, just have this head shimmy about them. That's this guy right here. I don't know if we even meant to do it while designing, but somehow we accidentally made the most badass freaking 4.5-inch swim bait you ever seen. I'm so excited for this bait. I've already caught some freaking giants on it. So you can fish on an Alabama rig, you can fish on a straight jig head. My favorite way to get that big head wiggle on it is with a flashy swimmer, or just a regular beast swimmer or something like that. We have our own. 6 cents has their own belly keel weighted swim bait hook too. When you put it on that thing, that freaking head just pulses. It's crazy good. So that's called Pro Blue. This one is available right now. It's called Gill Dust, green pumpkin with copper and purple. This one's also on there. It's called Green Pumpkin Juice. It's a green pumpkin color with about every type of sparkle you can imagine. Blue, gold, red. I don't think there's green, black. Lots of stuff in there. Another different one, this is Gill Dust. I just said that, never mind. This one is Golden Shiner, so a nice shiner base. We got a subtle chartreuse, brown on the back, gold flake. This one is available. This is Sexified Shad, blue on the top, chartreuse on the bottom. Both of them subtle. This is another killer. This is our bait juice color. This one is like a Tennessee shad type color almost, except the bottom has some blue, like electric shad blue type bottom base to it. Freaking awesome. This one's available, I think it's called Baby Bluegill, natural green pumpkin and sparkly on the top, bright orange on the bottom. So a little bit more stained water, that guy's gonna kill him. Here's another clean water color. This is called Clearwater Rose. I believe we have this in the Divine swim bait already. Two-tone, purple shimmer on the bottom. Good shit. Shad Scream, a lot like the bait juice color. Looks like a little bit more brown on top and through the body than the bait juice does. What is this one? Electric Shiner. Okay, so we do have an electric shiner color. Bottom on this electric shiner is a little bit more opaque though. So you got, again, more of a dirtier water shad style bait. Oh my God. This is the one I've used, platinum white, basically all white with some gold and silver flake inside of it. And last but not least, we got baby sun gill. This is a more natural bluegill color, super, super subtle chartreuse hue to it. Got some gold flake, some black flake, and some sparkly blue. Cole, I'm out of breath. Man, it's gonna suck for you having to put all these on the pegboard for me, dude. It's gonna take you a long time. I had to get a chair because I played sports for too many years apparently, and my knees are giving out. That helps. Oh, we got more whales. I didn't even get to them, Cole. We have Ghost Ice Minnow, which is a see-through shad bait, and then more of the platinum white. Moving on to the flush. This guy is our first rendition of a soft plastic jerkbait, and it's a bad sumbalatch. Cole, is that focusing on this bait that I'm holding? God, this thing is so cool. It's heavy, it's salted. It's got those same fins and wings like on the whale. It's got a little ball on the tail too. Very lively tail. I love the fork in the tail, natural fork in the tail, but it's got a little ball on there. And that ball is gonna gives it some vibration when you twitch it through the water. It's got a hook slot. It's a taller profile than most fluke style baits are, soft plastic jerk bait, I guess. And it's heavy. It just comes in awesome colors. So I'm so excited for it. This is the baby crappie. So you got, it looks like a crappie, you know, green. It's got like a watermelon hue on, it fades into a cleaner white, see-through white on the bottom, but it's got blue, green, and gold sparkle and black on the top as well for the sparkle. Looks like a baby crappie, but really would imitate any type of bait fish. So I got 6 packs of this color. It's called Threadfin Shad. It's similar to that, but it's a little bit more shaddy on top. And this one is Watermelon Red Sunfish. I mean, they screwed up and made the best damn colors of all time. Subtle chartreuse bottom guy, fading into green pumpkin with red and gold flake throughout it. Shitting me? I'm not even gonna be able to finish this video. I'm gonna have to go cast these things. Here's another good looking color, Watermelon Candy Magic. You know, watermelon candy is one of the most famous all-time colors of a soft plastic jerkbait. This one's kind of, it's got some darkness to it. It's got like a more of a green on top, a little bit more of a transparent watermelon on the bottom. And then it has purple, blue, gold, and black holographic flake in there too. A lot of different flake in there. Woo, that's a bad dude. Okay, and then we got like a really natural color here. This is Watermelon Gill. So we have a watermelon on the top, fades into a transparent, just a transparent white on the bottom. The bottom part has this electric blue, bright, violety blue sparkle in it. Ooh, just a natural guy there, Cole. We got a natural guy. You know, another thing these things are gonna be good for, Cole, is a chatterbait trailer. All right, last but not least of our new 3 baits that are on the market, we have this guy right here, which is the Hog Walla. Basically, this guy is like a lizard bait. It's got 3 different types of appendages, and they all 3 are gonna kick differently. We've been designing this bait for like freaking 2 years, but we wanted to make sure it was just right. So what we were looking for in this bait, we wanted a good flipping bait, obviously. That's what a lot of people flip creature style baits, but we also mainly, Texas guys and the grass guys down there, love having a lizard or a creature style bait as a Carolina rig bait. It's easy to get a flipping style bait with a creature bait, but to get the Carolina rig bait to come over cover just right and not roll over on its side back there when it's by itself and have good enough hook penetration for a fish, that's something that took some time on to make it have the right density of plastic and the right shape. So we have a little bit wider body, and then up and down it's a little bit narrower and kind of oblong. It's kind of an oval shaped bait. Has the same diamond pattern that's on our clout, which I really like. That catches a lot of different angles from the sun, throws off a different shimmy than a lot of our other baits. But basically this bait is gonna sit and plane out really nice. By what I mean by plane is when it comes over a piece of cover on its own, it's not gonna roll over and your hook's not gonna be up in the air and everything. It's gonna just glide over cover. It's gonna sit upright. All these appendages are gonna flap with very, very little movement when you're dragging that Carolina rig really, really slow. It's got these big kicker legs on the back of it. It's just gonna be a great bait. Something we wanted to make sure of was, you know, it's hard a lot of times to get a hook set on a Carolina rig. We didn't want a big, bulbous, thick bait. As much as we wanted a big, bulky style creature bait, we wanted something thin so that hook can penetrate those fish when you set it. We're kind of going to make up for the lack of bulk, I think, by having the 3 different actions and the bigger presence in the water from that fluttering. So I'm excited to use this one some more this year. Again, this came in some colors that are like not available in a lot of the creature baits on the market that are absolutely going to be killers. California Magic Red. So you got a California 420 type dual colored bait with red and some sparkle, some holographic sparkle. gonna be ridiculous. This one right here is Watermelon Candy Magic. So it's a more natural see-through watermelon bait with some green, purple, and holographic flake, and blue, I think too. Black and blue, of course. You can't hate on this one. This isn't all the colors, this is just the ones I picked up because it'd be my favorite, but this is plum color. It's got blue and green flake in it. 5 packs of all of those. Coleslaw, we made it through the freaking baits. Holy balls. We didn't get through the baits, I lied. I got this for us, Cole. So we got masks. This one's for Cole. Small, medium, and then mine's a large, extra large. I didn't know they had these. They actually just came out with this product. 2 different styles. So we have the regular mask, which is the sun one, and then we have this one, which is the cold weather mask, which was gonna be badass for cold runs and for ice fishing and stuff too. Let me make sure I put it on right so I don't look like a total idiot. Is that good? So this is gonna be fantastic for cold. Fits your head a little bit better than most masks out there. So that's gonna make runs down the lake in the cold or ice fishing like we're about to be. Super freaking nice. Big fan of that. I'm not sure if this goes over your nose. I suppose it could. It's a thicker material than most masks are. Plus, it goes back in the back. A lot of the masks on the market don't go over necks very well. You can put it over your nose, over your mouth. You can have it down here. You can wear it all day and then go into the store with COVID regulations and just pull it up over your nose and mouth if you want to. I'm excited. That feels warm though. Feels like it's gonna block a lot of wind. And then we got this guy here, which is the sun version. So this is like the summer version. And we've had some masks in the past, but they weren't like high performance ones. It might be hard for you guys because you're not gonna be able to see us as well when we're on the water, but I think it'll work well for us. The fish won't be able to see us either. And it matches my hat. There's so many of these face shields on the market that don't cover the back and the sides and the front of your neck. Whenever I wear a face shield, I have a spot of burn, like skin cancer, above my shirt and below the mask across the top of my, or the bottom of my neck. And this guy, you guys probably can't see it, but it's made special with, it dips down. So it fits your shoulders on these higher spots on the sides, and then it dips down in the front and back. So got a couple 6th Sense layers, 6th Sense logos on the entire thing. That's gonna be nice. I'm excited for that. Also, 6th Sense just re-upped with all new decals. We have a lot of the same hat logos that are available on the website that are now available in decals. Super cool stuff. I need to get some of these on the old Ram pretty damn soon. And to add to the decals, also had to get some of these. I heard from a guy that there's a new boat coming potentially, and we're gonna need some carpet stickers. We got these guys and we got these guys as well. 2 different colors. I'm not Mr. Boat Wrap guy. Had like 4 companies offer to wrap my boat for free this year, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna get that kind of attention. But I will have these on there because those are badass. I'm almost done. One last thing, Cole. We gotta show them some goods. All right, so we got some new colors and I think a prototype bait or 2 in here too. This is the Stroker Craw Mud Belly Burst. I think we have it in the prawn as well, maybe a couple others too. Interesting color, kind of smoke on top with silver and blue flake. Bottom is like a subdued orangish yellow with orange and blue flake. Crazy looking bluegill type color. This is a speed wake. It is not, I don't know how that got in there. This is the choker craw that's now available in the swank as well, except I think it's sold out already, so that doesn't help you guys at all. Green pumpkin juice, which is another new color. I believe we had it in the whale, but sent it to me in the shaky worm as well. Green pumpkin juice, which is a green pumpkin with gold, blue, red, and purple sparkle. This is Mexican Spice, green pumpkin with, it looks like purple and copper flake, and then chartreuse on the belly. People that like chartreuse should like those. Yeah, that's the prawn and mud belly burst too. Look at this guy. This looks like something Duke Drunken's gonna like. Merthiolate! I wanna do a challenge fishing with that thing. That's actually a really good color around the spawn and stuff. You wanna get their attention from a distance. That's a bright dude. Oh, Mexican Spice in the clout. Another bright Sambalatch. And then we got, I don't think I'm supposed to show you guys, so I'm just gonna flash on the screen really quick. We've had this done for a long time. You guys probably saw me fish with it last winter in Texas. The fish didn't even want to eat at all, and they were still coming up and eating this thing. It's ridiculous though. It's a new swim bait, multi-jointed guy, and it's gonna be badass. I'm excited for it. Yeah, it's a good bait for fishing on the top of the water column really, really fast. Twitch it and it shoots water to the side and sits there, and they freaking, You're gonna see us throw it in Texas in a couple weeks as well. Probably catch a 10-pounder on it. So I got my regular tackle wall over there, but I think what I'm gonna do is move that over to the right, add another 4x8 foot pegboard wall over there, and that's where some of this is gonna go, and the rest is gonna get organized into the boat so we can go start using it when we get some open freaking water. I'm so excited. Don't forget, I'm giving $150 away of this tackle to one of you lucky MFers. All you got to do, once again, hit the link below, go subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment below what your favorite bait was in this entire unboxing segment, and then share this video. Share it to a page, share it to a friend, whoever you think would like it and want to see some badass fishing tackle. If you do want to buy 6 cent stuff, don't forget to use MF10. But tomorrow I'm going to announce the winner of the giveaway on this video right up there in the description. Maybe it's down below. One of these 2 directions in the description. Very, very simple. And if your name comes up, hit me up, shoot me a message, and I will get your information, ship this out to you. So freaking jacked to get this in. So excited for the new colors and new baits. It's always good to get new tackle, but I'm just especially excited to get this stuff in use on my rod out in front of a freaking bass and catch something giant. Thanks for watching this one, MFers. Let me know if you guys like these unboxing ones. Maybe we'll do one in the near future. I'm out of here.